be back to get this one started after this. Coming to you live from Southern California, the show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and we're just about set to get this Wild Card Series underway, Singy. Game 1 has outsized importance in a 3-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in Game 1 of a series. Well, in a 3-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Joe Musgrove.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out. Jonathan Daza steps to the plate. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. That to right. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Nico Horner. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory.
Cronenworth
holds it in on the run. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Danny Jansen to hit here. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. One left for the Cubs. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Happ moving under it. And he makes the catch. 1 away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
In the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Juan Soto now.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Left-hand batter waits. And that's in for a strike. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He sends it out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres. That's in there. 1-2. Two outs. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Left-hand hitter waits. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
To the right side. Whips it to first. Play made, that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, top of the second, and now Christopher Morel. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two and 2. Good eye right there.
Down is full.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Ian Happ up to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
And that is strike 2. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Got him! Now 1 away. him down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Ball to strike. The pitch. You got to keep an eye on Musgrove, too, because he's been known on the back of the mound to play tic-tac-toe with the other team's pitcher. He did that once in a game with a former teammate, Chad Poole. It was a tie. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Trey Mancini now. Morel off of first with 2 away. Next pitch way upstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And the right-hander deals. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. Falling behind 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 on the way.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Gets a piece and stays alive. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here in San Diego, we head to the bottom of the second. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Taillon, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action. That misses, and the count's full.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity, and because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Will Myers now.
The right fielder.
It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Austin Nola. The 2-1. Late on that fastball. And the pitch. the line. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 2-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
The batter now is Adam Engel. One now. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
First and second here, no outs. Morel. The throw to second, relay to first, double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Myers on third with 2 out. Check swing, but he went too far. Now 1-2. Righty to the plate. Ground ball, Mancini. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his hometown team in the playoffs in 2022. Struck him out looking. Jonathan Daza, the next Cub to hit. And he's already singled in this game. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team, and when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Next offering is down low.
Yeah, it's really been fun watching him develop as a major league pitcher with the Astros as part of that 2017 World Series championship team. It was kind of an afterthought, but after being traded and bouncing around a little bit, he really found himself and became a dominant pitcher of the game.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 so far. His favorite player growing up was former Cy Young Award winner Jake Peavy, and he wears number 44 in Peavy's honor. And he actually got to meet Jake Peavy for the first time when Jake threw out the first pitch prior to Game 4 of the 2022 NLDS. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Kim with the throw to first, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 9, Danny.
Now it's Jansen to hit. He's 0 for 1. The 1-1. And that's too high. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings here and blasts one left field. Soto going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Cubs leave 1, and they're down 2-0. As we go to the last of the third, here's Xander Bogaerts.
Not shortstop.
Even though Bogaerts at the beginning of his career signed with and then played for the Boston Red Sox, his favorite player growing up was Derek Jeter, and that's why he wore number 2. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Number 7.
Ha-Seong Kim, the next up for the Padres. Lied out his first time. One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. The wide to kick the pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one down the line and foul ball. On the ground to third, Morel. Zips it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And now it's Juan Soto. The solo homer his first time. The 1-2. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Juan Soto goes deep. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's Matt Carpenter. The 2-1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And a pitch. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Here comes a 3-2. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. And that keeps the inning going.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Great approach on a nice pitch. Dropped the barrel on it. Stayed on plane completely through the swing and drove it the other way. Kind of have to tip your cap if you're on the mound on that one.
Stepping in, Jake Cronenworth. Singled and scored his first time. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. Back here at Petco Park. Start of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Christopher Morel. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. His first at-bat was a strikeout. The 1-1 is fouled off. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Towards first, throw, and it gets away.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. The 1-1. And fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And up next for Chicago, Trey Mancini. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back. And now the right fielder, Will Myers.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Swing and a miss. Now Bob Melvin going with a pinch hitter, Tim Lopes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Kicks and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Out towards left center. Happ heads towards it. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
So here's the Padres DH, Adam Engel. He hit into a double play his first time up. The 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Line drive, and it stays fair.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now here is Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Padres lead 1, but they lead at 3-0. So coming into the game now on defense, Tim Lopes. He takes over in right. Now it's the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. He led the game off with a strikeout and looking to get on base in this plate appearance. The pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 3-1. And there's a foul ball. Three and two now. Swing and a ball popped up. Bogarts makes the catch. One down.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And it's even up.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Activity in the bullpen for the Padres. Steven Wilson up and throwing. Pomeranz warming up as well. And a swing and a miss. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down 3-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Adrian Sampson.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Tossed to Mancini. Bogarts retired.
The batter, number 7, second baseman,
Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. And the pitch. And there's a ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Adbert Alzolay getting loose out there. Lopez getting loose as well. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pitch misses there. Ball 3. There's a strike. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The count 2-1. And a good eye there.
That's outside. Ball.
And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And that is gone. A towering shot to right, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
He's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. With a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
2 outs, base is empty, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Carpenter. Ground ball up the middle, sends it to first, inning over. But the Padres add to the lead on a solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, top 6. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so
Jameson.
I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long. Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Oh, the throw is wild.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
At the plate, Christopher Morel. And a 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And that's outside. 3-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here comes a pitch. And they're all loaded up.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Joe Musgrove is done in this one, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Steven Wilson gets the call from the pen.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So up next, Ian Happ, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. Bases juiced, no outs.
Happ, a switch hitter, it can be challenging for guys at the big league level to maintain a good swing from both sides of the plate. Clearly, he's got more pop from the left side, but in 2022, the right side was respectable as well.
And he deals. Slap the other way, foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Next one just misses. 3-2 now.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Corner, the runner at third. Jansen on second. Morel at first with no outs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on it. Both runners tagging. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 4-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Activity in the bullpen. Nabil Krismat appears to be getting loose. The 3-1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. On to Bogarts. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And here's the first baseman, Trey Mancini. Here's a 1-1. In the air, left field. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch, inning over. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs 2. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And a pitch. And that one missing low.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next for the Padres, Tim Lopes. The 2-1. Good eye in that spot.
3-1.
And there's a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Swing and a pop up. Corner brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Nola.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Austin Nola. They say you win.
2-2.
That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs 2. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Nabil Krismat.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here is Zach McKinstry.
McKinstry.
And he walked him.
That's ball four. Runner take the base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the batting order turns over, and up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Next one misses. 3-1. Jonathan Daza waiting for a turn at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at first. Tap back to the mound. On to Bogarts. And that's 2.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Daza. Next offering is downstairs. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there. 3-1. Nico Horner up next. Swing and a pop-up. That one gets down for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Robert Suarez. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Now at the plate, Nico Horner. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. The tying run at the plate. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. Cubs lead 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Adam Engel.
The designated hitter, Adam Engel.
And here it comes. Stays alive. The pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham. Right-handed reliever. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 2.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Xander Bogaerts will hit next. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Kicks and fires. Swings through that one out in front that time. And a ball and 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Righty delivers. Engel on the move. Now all even up. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for San Diego as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here in San Diego for the top of the 8th. Now the Cubs catcher, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
Next pitch is outside. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Now the third baseman, Christopher Morel. Base hit into center field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
First and second, no outs. Ian Happ digs in now. Ball to strike. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Bullpen activity starting up now. Josh Hader getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Jansen, the lead runner at second. Morel on at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Jose Castillo comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Two on, one out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. We'll have some adjustments to make.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Eric Hosmer. A critical at bat in this game for him. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the So remaining in the game defensively, Eric Hosmer. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now the left fielder, Juan Soto.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Now batting.
Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres.
Carpenter.
That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And now it's filled up. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. He goes down looking.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
The wind of the pitch. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the right fielder, Tim Lopes. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs 2. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So up now for Chicago, Zach McKinstry.
The right fielder, number 6, Zach McKinstry.
Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. And that one almost got him. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Down to their final strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone. And that'll do it.
So the San Diego Padres off to the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game one in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2, so that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Petco Park, a sellout. 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support.